friends, my name is Jake. Welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge. This is a first impressions video. This is the Sleeper. This is a brand new knife from a brand new company. Actually, this one is a prototype Canadian knife company. They're just getting started. About a month from when I recorded this, so probably late August is when they're going to start shipping the full version or the finished version of this. There's a couple of changes that they're doing from this one. Basically, it's going to be this knife, and I'll give you an overview and my first feelings about this thing right now. So this is a first impressions video. First off, where's this knife coming from? Well, there's a guy named Adam Gibson. He's a Canadian. He started a brand new knife company called Canadian Knife Company. You can find them at CanadianKnifeCompany.com, and that's where he's going to be selling his knives from. They're also going to be selling other knives, so it's going to be a knife retailer. Right now, you can get Gunny Glide and Gunny Slide, so you've got your lubrication, both a light oil for ball bearings and a little bit heavier oil for detents. It's called Gunny Slide because it's also for, gun slides. So if you need some of that little bit thicker lubrication, you can get both of them right in Canada. So that's great for Canadians. And this knife, the Sleeper. So yeah, the Sleeper, being that hot rod kind of metaphor. I grew up in the 70s, also in the 80s, because you can't grow up in just one decade. And I remember hot rods all over the place, especially in the 80s. A lot of people were making 60s cars into hot rods, and a number of guys would make it look like it's a stock factory car. Back then, where I was living, you could still find stock factory, like a Chevy Nova or whatever, and, it just looked like a regular car until the guy stepped on it, and then it would just go. That's what this is. This is the Sleeper. It doesn't look super special when you're looking at it like this. Like, yeah, it's an okay knife. Nothing wrong with it. It looks pretty good. And then when you go to use the thing, it slices great and it cuts great. It pierces okay. Now, there's no chamfer up here, but there will be jimping added to the spine here. You can see a picture of it at CanadianKnifeCompany.com. And they're going to be adding things like a little bigger cutaway right here for the lock release to get at it. So that's good. They're also going to put a detent ramp for when you want to close the knife. Just that step right there to get over it a little bit easier. Look at that blade alignment right down the middle. Nice wire clip. Good retention. T8 screws everywhere. Blackened hardware. Black wash blade, 14C 28N stainless steel, premium micarta, and no button screws to be found. I like that. Inset liners, pretty good weight. It's a nice knife. It performs well. It feels really good in hand so far. And I've done some testing on it. I've got to hand this over to another reviewer to do some testing. If you know the Big Canucker, this knife will be going on to him next to take a look at. But I'm definitely getting one of these knives as my own. So this is sort of like a pass around, just to a few people though. I like that you can do the deployment easily with the left side. That works just fine because there's enough access to get to that thumb stud, or underneath. That works great. So you've got two easy ways of deployment, ways that are approved by CBSA. So yeah, there's no flipper here. We've got dual ball bearing rows in here. I'll show it when I do the full review video. That'll get posted the day they become available for order, but you can sign up now to be notified. You'll get an email when they're up and available for order. So just go to the website, CanadianKnifeCompany.com. Use the link that I've got down below. I've also got it in the comment section. And sign up and you'll get a notification when it's available. White Mountain Knives is going to have some of these, but I think the rest of them are going to be at CanadianKnifeCompany.com. I don't know that for certain because I'm not the retailer. I'm just a guy with a little bit of privileged information, so there we go. I'm very happy with this. So I look forward to publishing a full review of this thing so that you can see all the details. Thank you, friends, for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And thank you to my Patreon supporters, my YouTube member supporters. You can just click down here, click the join button if you want to support the channel financially. And there you go. Remember, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb.